Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Neo Starcraft. We're going to be starting a new channel, and the purpose of this channel is to sort of share my passion for the game of Starcraft, share my experience, and really coming from a place where I'm not great at video games. I am not great at StarCraft or strategy games. But I just love it and I want to improve. And, if you guys want to join me for some analysis, positivity, learning, and love of the game, then that'd be awesome. So we're going to be analyzing two Terran versus Zergs that I played today, 32 and 3300 MMR. Placed in Plat 2 right now. And just checking out some games. So we have our friendly Zerg on the top left versus Neo on the bottom right. Of course, we need to manner. What would StarCraft be without manners? Let's speed this early bit up a little bit. I did stop early SCV scouting. As of today, kind of inspired by Pig. Basically, he was just saying, I'd rather have more units than have a little extra info early on. And I was like, hey, you know what? Sounds great. So I do SCV scout. And the reason is just to kind of see the expo timing and see that roach warrant, because since he doesn't have an expo, that's worrisome. And then the Reaper's there to double check with any of the units coming across. But the Reaper does just take a while to build, so I just need to know if I need to wall this off the front, and whatever else. I have played 3,500 games of StarCraft 2 so far. For most of it, I was SCV scouting. I really liked having the information even before I knew what I was looking for. But yeah, now I'm feeling really comfortable proceeding on without the extra bit of information, just kind of worrying about my own side of the map. So yeah, let's continue to watch. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. So we do see the roaches again with that Reaper. And I just want to talk about this this double SC or this double bunker production as well. My idea here is just that I don't have a ton of infrastructure, and I want to get this orbital command up on the low ground. But basically that no matter how many units he throws at this sort of aggressive opening, we're going to be able to have a safe place to come back to. So even if he floods with wings after these 3 Ravagers, we're going to be okay. So right here, guys, 500 minerals. Really would like to see jump back, grab a couple of SCVs, lay down some barracks, as well as that tank production. SCVs are okay. Yes, I'm dealing with this. Trying to repair this bunker, but that's not a huge threat right now. I think I have the APM to spare, to be honest, but just something to improve upon. It's really buying me a lot of time here. Just having these bunkers with the repairs. would really, okay, good. Looks like we're on top of that supply, or what could be a potential supply block. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm on my camera here. So we got the extra production, extra depots. Would like to see a starport going down right now, but something we'll have to work on. Obviously, we've got a little tank positioning, and moving on. Hopefully, salvage that. Perfect. Yeah, just keep this macro train rolling. Really need to see those tanks coming out. So hopefully that'll look over here. As you can see, he's got a lot of Ravagers, so I definitely need to pull the boys. Keep my tank alive. You gotta respect him though, like, yeah, he could have jumped on that and microed, but at the same time, like, he doesn't have 400 APM, and he knows that, so it's just respecting him, respecting the one tank. He also doesn't know if I have another tank on the high ground too. All right, yeah. So 700 minerals. We really need to work on that. The reason why I'm throwing the supply depots out in front is to give that extra vision range on the tank. And I also heard that it can mess the AI up if their attack moving. So that's the reason for that. Mostly just buying time right now, right? Definitely want to get those units out much as possible, but at the same time, like, we know that he's thrown a lot into these rounds. So. And again, guys, this is Plat 2 gameplay, so the reason why I'm bringing that up again is because, I think humans definitely have a tendency to, be critical of people, even their own gameplay, and say, oh, this wasn't done right, and that wasn't done right. But at the same time, this is something that keeps us from getting better in a lot of ways, because when we don't admit sometimes our most obvious failures, then we're unable to correct them. And Starcraft, being the difficult game that it is full of those failures. So I just want to, use these opportunities to, sort of see what I did well, but also see what I can improve upon, and just be as honest with myself in the process as I can, because ultimately that's going to yield the best results. So it's like our opponent is spending his minerals pretty well, also. But that being said, I'm just going to jump to the everyone cam. And before I do, I just want to say, like, one thing around this time that I would really like to see is just 2 SCVs being pulled off. One rallied like this, and the other rallied up like this, and then here, to get some more information. We really don't know what's going on. I'm not super worried about a huge tech switch, Hydras, Mutas, but I do want to see if he's being greedy behind this, as opposed to making another 25 roaches and seeing if he can win the game. So that's kind of one thing that I see around this timing. I like the additional barracks and double engineering bays. This time, how's our supply doing? It's doing okay. But yeah, I just want to take a look at what he's doing now to see kind of what his response is out of this. And if you're a Zerg player, kind of maybe looking at this, and saying, what can I do to improve upon this rush if I were in his shoes? So let's check it out. Okay, so first thing that comes to mind is I feel like the overlords don't need to be in this spot. I know that sounds like a weird nitpicky thing, but I just don't like the idea when I'm playing Zerg that my overlords can just die. I really hate that supply. I mean, for instance, yes, if a drop came in here, I would go for the drones. But let's say, for whatever reason, a queen was nudged in here, which, why don't they have queens? WTF, mate. But let's say a queen was nudged in here, and I came in with 16 stim marines and decided to come over here and go, as these are going, wherever they're going, and just go, da-da, 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 3 overlords dead. Now you're supply blocked, and I have marines in your base. And it's like, with medivac support. Like, even this, what are you doing? Pick one. Maybe here, but you don't need both. A better player could easily pick those off. So just some things to think about. More macro focused, the double expand. He doesn't have nearly enough drones to support that. I don't hate it, but I almost would like to see, if he's insistent on not going up to layer, maybe like a tech switch and saturating just 2 bases, since he doesn't even have one fully saturated. So those are just some thoughts so far. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, though, guys. I mean, what you think, he can improve upon, and myself also. Certainly, everyone has their own style and the way they like to play Starcraft. I personally really, really enjoy focusing on macro and not microing at all. But that's something that takes time, and it takes a lot of game sense, and there's a lot of things in between here and there. So. Let me know what you guys think too about the war chest units. I'm pretty excited about it. It's the first time I'm getting the war chest. I like the variety. I really like that CV blue flames on the fucking blue flame upgrades for your SCVs. Yeah, so my idea here, guys, is, and again, I'm not really sure. It's nice that he made a queen, but I'm not sure why he's taking double gas if he's only going to use one. Maybe that's for the Ravengers. But I like the choice to drone here and go Banelings. And Zergling speed. It's really not a bad idea.
Hey.
To try to flood.
I'm
making a video. Oh. Yeah.
It's like you're starting over.
No, that's all right. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's a good choice. Let's forward a little bit here. The idea here is to send the medevac as my units are hitting the 3rd. I finally did get that scouting information, so I kind of saw a little bit about what's going on here. So let's see. Have a shift rally here, and I wanted to get his attention first. So let's see how we did with that. You know what? I'm actually good at this game. Wow. Okay. So he actually pulled his drums first. Smart. Good for him. Alright, and then he just calls it. So I did get the going back to everyone, I did get that 1-1 finished. Right when I hit him, so. Now the second game I want to look at, I also played today, is a TDZ loss, 3300 MMR. Definitely some big mistakes here, but I want to sort of check it out, see if we can learn from it, and check out the decision making, the execution, and look for things that we can do next time. It's definitely going to be sloppier. I know for me, I'm really impacted by fatigue, both with how many games of Starcraft that I played and how well rested I am. And I think this game is definitely a lower performance game, but I don't think that matters too much because you're only as good as your worst day, I think. It doesn't matter because this is a tough game, and we all gotta look for our mistakes if we want to improve. So once again, continuing with the lack of the SCV Scout, really liking that. I feel like the extra minerals is worth it. I feel like it makes my build come together cleaner. And once again, I'm talking about a SCV Scout that is early that I'm not doing. So I'm not, sending out that SCV Scout before the 1 minute mark. Probably more like 1 minute 30, just to kind of get a read. On the expo, mainly, and what I'm going to do about that high ground, low ground situation in Smash Reaper. But as you can see, that's the lineup for that spending right after the orbital command is much cleaner, much smoother. So that's one of the reasons why I like the that new scale. And I am doing a 2-on-1 here, or at least opening that way. I'm against a random opponent, but I kind of like the build. I know it can be used against every race, and turns out we have Zerg, so that's fine. Alright, we have a nicely timed factory. Really need that supply depot down. That really should take precedence, but at least the reefer gets saved. And let's get in the base, so that's good. This game does go super long, but it's not. We're not going to watch the whole thing just because the game is over after his first wave of attacks, basically. Now, one of the ways that I've changed up this build is I always make a Widow Mine now. Luckily, the Reaper does get saved here once again. It's nice to have that. But I've been making that Widow Mine before making a reactor on factory in order to swap it with the Starport. The reason is because these Baneling busts can pack quite a punch, so that's one thing that I did to sort of modify the build, because I felt like I just needed that with a Widow Mine or two to handle the Ling Bane. Unfortunately, this opponent does end up going roaches. I'm just going to pause it here so you guys can see too what's going on. So he had a normal time / fast expo, and now he's got tons of drones and virtual. So definitely smarter than our last opponent, I would say, in terms of a cohesive and smoothly executed strategy. Again, Overlord placement looks much better. We're at 4 minutes here. I don't know if he's heading to the pervert pillar or just the third to check that out. But we also have the scouting wings at the front, which is really smart. Just a really nice timed sort of timing pressure, we'll call it, from reserve players. So that's really nice. And that's where we're at from our opponent. So, yeah. Like I said, though, he does go Urges, and the Widow Mines just aren't useful. Against the Roaches, they just don't care that much. So just get a little spread going, keep depot production, and we're actually going to turn it on the camera so we can see what we're focusing on and what to look for next time. Let's get those extra racks. That's good. I was sending out a couple of Marines there, I think, to get some scouting. So this is where I really fucked up, I think. So we have 735 minerals in the bank, and I'm trying to get a jump on these units, especially since I have that the Widow Mine there. Widow Mine ends up blowing up my Marines, and that is not good. I want to look at the units too, just so we can have a comparison and see for the Zerg players as well. So it's 29 to 31 harvesters. So at this point, we're really pretty even. It's just these units now that are going to give us a problem. I really wasn't sure how many roaches were coming through, but as you can see. Now, my idea, though, is that had I not attacked that and instead put a command center right here to complete the wall off, how different would it be? We got the production, we got stim almost done. Who knows? But I think that's the next step. From here on, you can see I'll speed it up a little bit, but basically, I have no units, and he's got a great economy, so it's pretty much the end of this run here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and next time I'm playing, even in the next 100 games, which is when I hope to sort of complete the improvement arc. I want to be someone that is constantly making smart decisions, making good decisions, and coming out ahead for it, even ahead of my own, gameplay mistakes in the past. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate, anyone that wants to check out my stuff, and we're going to keep this up. We're going to keep uploading with, definitely some regularity, and kind of keep sharing what we learned, sharing the journey. I feel like every time I come back to Starcraft, I'm definitely working on some new things, have a new focus, and trying to make that work, whether it be going back or disabling the all-army hotkey, or the lack of scouting, or the starting of scouting, losing to some things and saying, hey, maybe I needed to scout that, or, what time should I scout next time when I'm in that same position. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.